Hello and welcome. Let us discuss this question that came in the year 2021 and is related to the topic species in environment. The question is, consider the following kinds of organisms. Number 1, copepods. Number 2, cyanobacteria. Number 3, diatoms. And number 4, foraminifera. Which of the above are primary producers in the food chains of oceans? Now let us see these organisms one by one. But before that, what are primary producers? Primary producers are also known as autotrophs. That is, they provide nutrition to themselves by converting either sunlight or chemical energy into organic matter. So they convert sunlight or chemical energy into organic matter. So these are basically primary producers. And how they do it? By the process of photosynthesis, usually like blue-green algae. They use the process of photosynthesis to make food for consumers. Now, if we see copepods, these are basically crustacean. They belong to crustacean subclass, that is having harder shell-like body, and they feed on the primary producers. So they are basically primary consumers and not producers. They do not make their own food. They are basically primary consumers and they provide food for fishes. They become food of fishes. But they do not make their own food. Those who make their own food or autotrophs are basically primary producers. So primary producers are basically cyanobacteria and diatoms. Cyanobacteria like blue-green algae. With the help of photosynthesis, they convert organic matter into inorganic matter into organic matter. So whatever nutrients are present in the water like nitrogen, carbon, they convert them with the process of photosynthesis into organic matter, which is then form part of food chain or food for the larger organisms. As far as diatoms are concerned, they also make their own food. They are also autotrophs. Both these blue-green algae or cyanobacteria and autotrophs are found in almost all types of waters. That is fresh water, marine water, saline water, brackish water. So they are found in all types of water. As far as this diatoms are concerned, they are not found in greater depth because they are basically dependent upon photosynthesis. So till the depth where sunlight reaches in the ocean, that is also known as photic zone. That is around 100 fathom. This is the unit, which is also similar to 180 to 200 meter. So till 200 meter, usually photic zone is there. So they are found in this depth only from the surface. So diatoms are photosynthetic organisms. They depend on photosynthesis for the production of food. As far as foraminifera is concerned, they are unicellular organism. And they feed on diatom. They depend on diatoms for food. They are basically found in benthic zones, usually benthic zones, that is at the bottom of the ocean. So at the bottom of the continental shelf they can be found. This is shelf region, this is abysmal plain. If we see the bottom topography of the ocean bottom topography, and this is continental slope. So they are usually found in the shelf, continental shelf zone. This foraminifera is found in continental shelf zone. They feed on these diatoms. So their food is basically diatoms. So they are also consumers and not producers. So if we see, there are two consumers in this options. Foraminifera and copepods are consumers, whereas these two are the producers. Cyanobacteria and diatoms are the primary producers that produces food by the process of photosynthesis, that converts food into organic matter, or that converts inorganic matter into organic matter, and they use sunlight, either sunlight or chemical energy. Okay, so they convert sunlight with the help of sunlight, they convert inorganic matter that is already present in the water into organic matter. So our answer for this question will be B, 2 and 3. If we see the food chain of the ocean, let us see this basic food chain of the ocean. Now nutrients are dissolved, like nitrogen, phosphorus are dissolved into the water. With the help of precipitation, they are added into water body. Now as they are added into water body, they are broken down nutrients and consumed by diatoms. These atoms are consumed by diatoms, which then converts it into organic matter. Now aerobic bacteria convert nutrients into zooplanktons. These zooplankton consume diatoms, like foraminifera consume diatoms, zooplanktons also consume diatoms, and these zooplanktons are food for fishes, small fishes, and small fishes are food for larger fishes. So this is the basic food chain of the ocean. Okay. Also zooplanktons having symbiotic relationship with zooxanthellae, and they form coral polyps, or coral reefs are formed because of symbiotic relationship between zooxanthellae and the coral polyps. So coral reefs are found in that way. So the answer for this question is B, 2 and 3. That is, the primary producers are cyanobacteria and diatoms. Thank you.